Helen Thompson, who's one of the owners of the business. Welcome, Helen.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for coming.
So tell us a little bit about your early vision when you were starting off at Kiplings.
Early vision was really, we felt there was a need in the area.
Yes.
There was something missing, and we felt that maybe other people might feel the same.
Yes.
So we wanted to create a place where people could come and feel relaxed and welcome, have a drink, bite to eat, and not have to travel into the city, essentially.
And obviously some of the residents in the area would remember this as the local garage and mechanic workshop for many years. Do you remember what year that started in?
I don't have the exact date, but we put it back to the 30s,
Okay.
perhaps the 40s, and we did have, when we first opened, we had some patrons who remember the garage, and one gentleman, he was in his late 80s. He used to work as a child in the garage, and he
wow.
would come here every evening for one beer
Oh.
and then go home, and he did that for about 6 to 8 months.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
isn't that
Yeah.
exciting?
It was
That's
really
wonderful.
lovely, yeah.
So the name Kiplings, where did the name Kiplings come from?
Got two arms to the story. One is that my aunt, who lives in Switzerland, had a very beautiful dog called Kipling.
Yes.
And the second part of the story is my husband Chris, when he was travelling in Malaysia, was in a bus crash. And at the time when the bus rolled down the hill, he was reading Rudyard Kipling's A Jungle Book.
Wow.
And he'd put the book into his mouth, and then the bus went off the mountain, rolled down the mountain, and he went through the bus with the book in his mouth. We still have the book with the teeth marks in it.
Oh.
So for him and for us, I guess it's a little bit of a lucky charm. It feels a lot like a bit of an anchor for a lot of the people in the neighbourhood indeed, because that was our aim. We wanted somewhere that was casual, welcoming, warm in winter, cool in summer, indoor, outdoor. People love it.
So obviously we're open here for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and
Yes.
we do a lot of events,
Yes.
scheduled events here
We
as well.
do scheduled wine events almost monthly.
Yes.
Obviously Mother's Day, Father's Day, Melbourne Cup, huge events on
Yes.
the calendar, but every month we do a wine dinner with well-known wineries. Next week, in fact, is Pegasus Bay.
Yes.
And the following month is John Duval. And then we go into Melbourne Cup.
Right.
And Christmas, of course.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant.
So Sharon, tell us a little bit about the favourite dishes that everyone enjoys here.
Well, during lunch, we're finding that seafood is really popular. So we've got things like fish and chips. We've got a beautiful barramundi fillet. We've also got some zucchini and halloumi fritters with smoked salmon. So we're finding that a lot of the local patrons really love their seafood. So they're probably our 3 most favourite lunch dishes. In the evening, we do a lot of the street food, so the share plates that go in the centre of the table, and that's just real simple things like duck pancakes and zucchini flowers, or some salt and pepper calamari. They've been around since day one, and we try and change things on the menu. However, there's some staple things that will never leave, and they're obviously the local favourites.
Yes. So selection of wines, most popular red wine, white wines.
Sauvignon Blanc is still, a #1 hit. However, Rieslings, Pinot Grigios, they've also come into their own over the last couple of years. Rosé, leading into the spring, summer, fun festival season, is definitely a big hit. And Shiraz is also, #1 selling type of wine for the red wines.
Okay, interesting.
So not only do we do the wine dinners, but we also do a champagne night, a gin night,
Yes.
things like that. So we try and cater for both the ladies and also the gents.
Okay, great.
With all of our functions and events. But yeah, the Bolter night was a popular one for sure. Definitely see some awkward moments with some dates, and then you see some really beautiful ones. So I've had a couple of proposals, we've had a few weddings, and we've had lots of engagement parties here. So
Fantastic.
I feel like Kiplings has spread a bit of love through the community.
Wonderful.
Friends and your minutes in the hours, I would walk away from the spotlight for the good